what's up? How's it going? Feel free to subscribe, welcome to the channel, all that good YouTube stuff you do so well. Yeah, so American Horror Story Season 6, titled My Roanoke Nightmare, Roanoke Nightmare. Episode 1, Chapter 1. Let's get into it. It was good, I liked it a lot. Check it out if you definitely have Hulu or wherever you can watch it, I don't even know, cable. But yeah, so it starts off with Shelby and Matt, and yeah, they're walking down. That's not exactly how it starts off. It starts off with them talking like a reenactment. It's weird. But yeah, so then they're telling their story, and basically they moved to LA, and the guy became the West Coast manager of some place, and then he gets punched in the face for a gang jumping type thing where they were playing knockout. You remember that crap people were doing? So yeah, he gets knocked down, and then he broke his orbital, and he's in a coma, and then she goes and holds his hand in the hospital, and he comes back to life. And for some reason, the people talking, like telling the story in the reenactment style, are younger than the people playing the reenactment actors and actresses. Uh, the woman Shelby is the younger nun from Coven, not Coven, Asylum, and she was also, where else? I forget where else she's from. And then the reenactment one is the mom from season 1, also the witch from Coven, the one that got her eyes burned. Yeah, it's her. And then Matt is, I don't know who the younger guy is, but the actor in the reenactment is Cuban Lemon Jr. So that's cool. He's in it. So yeah, basically they decide to move to the south where they're from. I forget exactly where he said. Somewhere in the south. Let's see what the internet says. Whatever. So yeah, they move to the south, and they find this house kind of with a forest next to it, like 10 acres of forest. And then there's some hillbillies that are trying to buy it in an auction, and they spent $40,000 in the auction, and to get it started at like 20, and then 25, 26, and they said 40, and they bought it. And then the hillbilly guys spit on it and drive off. So it keeps cutting back and forth from reenactments, and Shelby said she could sense evil since they first went in there, and then they do it. Yeah, more sex scenes. And then they start hearing kind of like a pig, demonic pig type squeal. And then they go see what it was, and there's like nothing. And then another part, it starts hailing teeth. And then Matt goes before to his new job. He's a traveling salesman, and when he comes back, he's like, "It was just a hailstorm." I know what I saw. And then they throw a pig on the porch, and he finds it and buries it, and he thinks it's the hillbilly type folk. And then he has a sister come, who is named Lee, and I don't know who her younger self in the reenactment type situation is, but in the reenactment, it's the woman who played, what was her name? Black Vampire in the previous season. She was also the Voodoo Queen in Coven, so it's her. And her story is she got shot raiding, or she was a cop and she got shot raiding a drug heroin den type thing. So then she got addicted to pain pills, 2 every hour. It's insane. 2 pills an hour. And then she was on catching a dude, a criminal, known rapist or sex killer or something like that. And he ends up shooting himself, and then the other cop can't find a pen, so he's rummaging through her cop car and finds her pills, and she gets fired for that. So now she comes, and of course, her and Shelby don't get along because Shelby's a yoga instructor with a gluten allergy. And so she's off pills now, and Shelby's making food and drinking wine, and she's like, "Could you not drink in the house, please? I know it's your house." Like, typical, like, "Hey, I'm an alcoholic junkie. Can you help me out and not pressure me into drinking? You know, I can't have the clothes." And she's like, "Oh, okay, cool." And they're getting into it. But before that, somebody sticks in. Shelby's chopping carrots, and somebody sticks it in her meat. Like, she heard the noise again. And she blames Lee, and they get into it, and then somebody breaks into the house, and meanwhile, before that, Matt put up security cameras, and he said connected to his phone, because, you know, technology nowadays. So, he finds it on the phone getting text messages, and he sees people with torches, because before that, Shelby almost drowned in the hot tub. Something pulled her under when she was out there drinking wine, and she told the cops it was people dressed in white with pitchforks and torches. The cops like, "We didn't find any torches or footprints or nothing." So they're kind of bringing the couple apart because, like, hey, the house is crazy stuff's going on and whatnot. In the reenactment, they're not together, which is kind of stupid reenactment type thing because it's like, oh, nobody's dead because they're telling the story. And so yeah, then they get trapped in the basement because they heard a noise, and then there's basically Blair Witch footage from the 90s type thing of like a home movie, and there's like a pig that makes like a pig human that makes demonic pig sounds that you keep hearing throughout the episode. And so Leah and Shelby are watching it, and then they go upstairs, and there's a spiral staircase, and throughout the whole spiral staircase there's like trees that look like people, kind of. Like, basically, you seen the Blair Witch, you know, that circle top stick body tree thing. That's all the way throughout the whole staircase, and they're like, "How'd they do that?" And then Matt shows up, and they watch the video. He watches it more than once. And Shelby wants to leave because she's a scared white woman in the woods, and Matt and Lee are strong, independent black people. So they're like, "You can't let these people drive you from your home. This is your home." Which is true, you shouldn't let people scare you away from your home. But, yeah, so they do that. So Shelby takes off. This is how the episode ends. She takes off, drives down the street, hits a woman that to me looked like a scarecrow, but then she gets up and she gets out of the car. Like, "You okay?" And the lady gets up, which to me, she's fine. Time to go. But she falls into the wood, and she's like, "Hello, are you okay? Hello? I need to take you to the hospital." And she gets lost in the forest. And then she keeps going in with the flashlight looking around, and she finds more of those stick people things hung up in the forest. And then she like glances around with the flashlight, and there's people with pitchforks and torches walking slowly, and then some dude with like his head messed up screaming comes, and his head's all bloody and like, ooh. And that's where it ends. So that's chapter 1. That's me. I know it's kind of hard to review, recap, spoiler, all that stuff. It's gonna be a long season. Hopefully we figure out more stuff throughout in chapter 2. We'll see. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.